So as promised, here we are with Hi baby girl. It's
on
my
National
daughter.
Family Day, right? Fighting
Yeah.
on National Family Day.
You are fighting on International Family Day. By the way, this is Gabriela Sweet Poison Fundora. If you guys are not aware, say hi to the people.
How you doing? How you doing?
Tell them your name. Tell them.
I'm sorry.
Tell them your name. Tell them what you're about.
My name's Gabriela Fundora. I'm gonna turn pro May 15th, so hopefully you guys can tune in this next Saturday to watch me fight. It'll be on Showtime. You can go watch it there, or you can go watch it live in LA.
Nice. We're out in LA actually.
In Carson.
Carson?
Yeah, Carson. Actually,
Nice.
the same place that where my brother fought.
Nice.
He had fought on pay-per-view.
Also, if you guys are not aware and not informed, she is the younger sister of Sebastian Fundora, the towering Inferno. What's it like coming from a boxing family? Like, what is it like? Cause your dad boxed, your older brothers boxed, like all three of them. Your mom boxed. You are gonna be a professional boxer within a couple days. How do you feel right now? Like, how does that feel? What is it a lot to take in? What's going through Gabriela Fundora's mind right now?
Well, actually, this is a great opportunity for me. This is my first professional fight, so like I said before, we're fighting on Showtime. One of the biggest, right now, one of the biggest cards for boxing, networks for boxing.
Yeah.
So to be able to fight my first pro fight in LA, one of the biggest areas for boxing too, and on Showtime, it's amazing. It's a great opportunity and very blessed. You know, Sebastian paved the way, and I'm very thankful and grateful for that. But as soon as we go, and I'll make my own road. I'm gonna make my own road and make my own place.
With all due respect to my boy Sebastian, but you're gonna surpass my guy.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's
so
cool.
we're fighting. You're fighting on. I say weird because you guys say we, and I feel like I'm part of the team. You know what I'm saying? So you're fighting on International Family Day. I know that we are very family oriented. You are family too.
Yeah, we're always spending everything
you guys
together.
Are family.
Yeah, we have the whole family right now.
We're gonna have dinner, some tomahawks.
Yep.
How's your training camp going?
It's going good, actually. We have 2 more weeks left until fight night, so training really hard. We're these last couple of days we're just sparring nonstop. We're keeping everything on toes, sharpening up every tool.
What did you do to prepare yourself this camp as opposed to what was the differences in between your amateur training as opposed to now your professional? You're going into your first professional bout. What is that like? How is it different mentally, physically? What are the differences from those two? It's boxing. A lot of people understand. There's amateur boxing and then there's professional boxing. What is the difference? How did you prepare yourself differently this time around?
Well, with amateur, it's more of I would say speed, and they just want to get those points in. Their gloves are like this, so. With professional, you're weighing 8. Well, at least for me, I'm wearing 8 ounces, so it's gonna be different. I'm gonna rock these girls. So with
you're gonna hurt somebody.
Yep. So we're always training. It's still gonna, because for me it's 2 minutes still, so it's still gonna be fast. It's almost the same as amateur minutes, but we're still the power is gonna be there. The punches are gonna be there. The speed is gonna be there. Everything's gonna be there.
How do you see this fight playing out?
Oh, I plan to do the first round. First round, that's my goal.
Hey, you don't get paid overtime.
Yeah, nope.
You don't get paid overtime.
The quicker it's done, it's easier it is.
Put her away. Yeah.
Yep.
So what was your amateur record? Do you remember that?
Top of my head, I'm gonna say 50-0.
Nice.
So, just went to the Junior Olympics. Did those. Won first place for twice. Went to the Olympic Training Center. Got to go there twice. Freaking awesome.
How was it? That was in Colorado, right?
Yep, surreal. It's very surreal. So nothing compares to training like how it is at home. Home it's way different, but still getting the experience to be with the whole team, the whole USC team. It's awesome. It's like your top dog.
What is it like to represent your country?
It's amazing. It's one thing to be like in the district, and have the group, and it's like, okay, we're representing California, but this one is like, damn, we're representing the whole United States.
Pretty much. Hey, and also much respects and much love to those serving our country, like your brother is at the moment.
Yeah.
Elaborate a little bit on what it is that he is doing.
So he's in the medical field. He's in the Air Force right now. He's serving for the medical. He's living good right now. To say, thank God there's no wars going on right now. So right now he's just focusing on school, focusing on his work, and getting through.
Good man. Shout out to Freddie. Hope you're doing good, bud. And we ask and pray for you very often, bro. I had something to say about that. Oh yeah, a funny story about that. I remember we asked him like, dude, how is it like out there being in the military now? He's like, bro, it was harder at home.
Yeah.
Training camp was way harder than what these guys have to offer. But like I said, much respect to everybody out there that is serving the country as we speak, and also our veteran. Jim Mom is a veteran.
Yeah, and that's why I think he wants to say that it's harder. In the was it military camp? I say.
Yeah.
It was only like 2 months, but here we have our mom. She was a veteran. She was in the Air Force too. She was the police. She was boat patrol too. So she did all that. So I mean, whatever they had to offer is like that's nothing.
Cake.
Yeah, it's cakewalk.
So we said this before like a little while ago. How was it growing up in a boxing family? What differences were there from like, let's say like, we all know these soccer moms and soccer dads, and that, no disrespect to them, that's cool, baseball, softball, that, but boxing, not everybody is a boxing family. Out here in the Coachella Valley, there are a lot of prominent boxing families, much respect to all of y'all. But what is it like growing up in a boxing family?
Well, when we were smaller, before I even started boxing, I was going to all the tournaments, watching my brother fight, and all of them. They would be doing the tournaments. My mom was even a referee, right. So I just watch her. I just sit next to her, and I'll be with my little brother Macho, and we'll just be watching the fights and stuff. And so I grew up in tournaments and shows and traveling the whole world. I would say it brings us very close together. Right. So especially since we're all together going across the world. When we used to live in Florida, we come here to California, to Coachella, and we'd travel in the van, just all of us pile in and let's go.
Let's roll. I like that. I want to emulate myself like your father. I look up to him as a father for me. I lost my father real young, so having him in my life has brought out the best in me in the best of ways, and I've been able to, like I said, emulate myself after him in ways. What was the transition like from Florida to California, and how was the build up to it? How was it like emotionally for you? What did you leave behind in Florida? But what did you gain in California? Like what was that like for you?
Well, moving here, I'd say it wasn't really like much like I'm missing everything out, because I was still like in, I'd say 6th grade, so I was still pretty small. And honestly, my brother Pupos or Freddie, he was my best friend. So we always were like, he was just a grade older than me, so I was always with him. So it wasn't really like changing anything at most. So I was still gonna be with my best friend no matter what. So the moving part was, I mean, it was long. It did take longer. It took 4 days, but compared to, we usually took like 2 days, but that was because we had everything packed in, and obviously we had to take breaks. We had Macho. We didn't have Fabi yet. Right. But so that would have been probably harder.
Jeez,
but
she's a handful.
No, but it was different. I mean, we took all our dogs at the time. We had a American Bulldog and a Chow Chow.
I remember.
And so, and then we even we were gonna take a cat at the time, but the cat decided it was more of a neighborhood cat.
Yeah,
so
stray cat.
Yeah, we left it. So, but we took our dogs, and surprisingly, they didn't even leave or nothing. They're pretty good dogs. So we took them on. We just packed up. It wasn't really like much loss or anything. What gained though was a lot more competition. We moved here. Main goal was to compete, get those fights in, and California is a place for it.
I hear that. I mean, I've heard it from a lot of people that are obviously outside of California that actually come here to either train or actually move here because they love the movement. They love the amount of boxing that there is. And like you guys said before, in LA, there's a boxing gym in every corner.
Yeah.
So let's transition into something else. Like, what was your high school like? What was your well, first off, you came here, how old were you again?
I was like 12.
Right, so that's right when you're still in middle school, right? And you're about to transition into high school. Let's skip the middle school part. Not that it doesn't matter, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter. Those are the places where like, oh, you don't even know what you're gonna wear, what you're gonna do. Yeah.
You think about stupid stuff,
yeah.
right? So, what was your high school? Let's say, what was your high school situation like? And I also know that during this time you were a senior in the pandemic, and
Yeah.
also how has that affected like your whole like situation as far as that goes?
Well, that it took away a lot of like graduation, the actual graduation, prom, the trip to Disneyland, all that stuff, even Coachella Fest. A lot of people were looking forward to that one.
Yeah.
But it took away like the last memories. But I mean, luckily for me, I still talk to my best friend. I still communicate with her every single day. So
Right.
Nothing really changed. I'd say only because I train at home. All I do is, at the time, all I did was go to school, come back, and train.
Work.
Yeah, go to
Shoot
work.
to work. Yeah.
Go to work. So, but I'd say, at least for me, I'm very grateful that I was able to have a graduation right in my backyard. You were there. You were there.
Yeah.
You were there. So very thankful for that, and I had the people that cared about me the most be right there and watch me. And I had to sit through that freaking 130-degree weather.
It was hot. It was hot. But let it be known that that event was super cool. I happened to graduate high school in 2013, and I was the last graduating class in CV that actually got to walk at CV. So that was pretty cool. But enough about me.
That's cool, though. That is cool.
So, what kind of statement, straight to it, what kind of statement are you looking at making boxing? What kind of statement are you making? Like, what do you want to just show up and do? Like, I know you're not here to take part. I know you're here to take over. What do you want to do?
Yeah, it's time for a new generation, you know? These girls that they're already moving in. It's like a new wave coming in. So I want to be the one that represents those girls and those girls that we have a future, and we're here to make a statement. We're here to show what we got. And, you know, it's not just like back in the day where it was just pitter patter or, you know, sloppy.
Nah.
We're getting more like technical coming in.
You got hands, and not only do you have hands, you're real smart with it. I've seen you put to shame a lot of grown men in training camp. It's sad. It's almost, it's like not funny. You've degraded the hell out of these guys, and they look at you and they think like, dude, it's a scrawny little girl. Like, what's she gonna do, bro? She'll put you to shame. She'll put me to shame, bro. Like,
yeah, if it's your passion, then you gotta work for it. You know, you can't just do it half-assed and just expect you're gonna get to become champion like that. It doesn't work like that. Even it's with everything that you do, you gotta put it with 100%. You gotta be more in it than the other person is.
Right.
It's your job.
I'm really looking forward to now women's boxing. I honestly, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't really follow it. Honestly, I don't really follow boxing. Period. I just really love the actual grind of it. The whole story behind the training camp, how this happened, how that happened, what led up to the fight and all that. But now, like, come to think of it, I'm gonna be a lot more keen to watching females boxing, and also because I'm gonna be honest too. You're saying machista, like I'm real like stupid at some, you know, in my head. A lot of us are, like a lot of us guys are like, we don't want to watch no girl boxing. But I'll let you know.
And me speaking as a girl, when you see fights that are just like holding in their, you know, it's just all that brawling and stuff, I don't want to watch it. It's not appealing. It's not appealing. So it makes you not want to. But watch, I'm gonna be a different story. I'm gonna be a completely different story.
Well, me as a father of two girls, I learned to like look at things a little different, look at life through another angle, another lens, and now I'm like, wow, like, what if my daughters like boxing too? You know what I mean?
Bring them here. Bring them here. I'll train them.
Straight up. So, what's your music preference? What do you like to listen to during training camp, outside of training camp, while you're running? What kind of music do you like to listen to?
I actually listen to a bunch of genres, but my favorite would be the 80s. Love the 80s. Me and my dad grew up, I grew up listening with my dad with the 80s, just going through music, finding the perfect song. And we'll just listen. We'll wake up Saturday morning and blast the radios up.
Nice. So, what's your favorite part of the grind, of your job, of what you do? What is like one thing that you look forward to almost?
I'd say like like towards the end of training camp, because you see all the work that you put in, and it's like versus the beginning where it's like you're almost like starting over and you're learning how to do stuff and you're learning new things. So at the end you see like all that come in and like into sparring, into like mitt work, into the bag. You see all that, the shots that you've been practicing and all the work that you've been putting in.
Right. How did you get your alias? Her alias is Sweet Poison.
Yep. Macho.
Macho and Sebi, they're gonna go get beer because that's all
it's his break. It's his break.
Nah, so the question was like, what's your favorite part of the grind?
The grind or nickname? We were.
Oh, so I'm sorry.
Nickname. Going back to nickname. Sorry.
Yeah,
so
the nickname. My bad.
The nickname was So actually, my dad came up with it. Well, I think I was like Bobby's day. I was like 6 years old.
Shoot.
Yeah, I was small. We're in the gym one day and we're just thinking. We had actually just watched like the Batman movie.
Yeah.
So you remember Poison Ivy? Yeah, Poison Ivy. So we
yeah.
kind of mixed it in because like I was just like a little girl with big old glasses. I had like pink glasses, and my dad was always kind of like sweet, and so we kind of just mixed in Sweet Poison, and then we thought about it like that. Actually, he thought about it, and it's been my nickname ever since.
I can't wait to fight so I can see like how you
poison part of it.
Oh, man. And like I'll tell you, I mean, I've seen it at the boxing gym, I've seen it here, I've seen it everywhere. I've seen you perform. You always do your best. You don't hold back. I mean, who knows? You probably do a little bit just because you feel bad. But, hey, it's all business. You're in the hurting business. You know what you signed up for. We don't play pity patter here,
Nope.
and this, you know what you signed up for when you show up to this house. And if you come here to work, you come here to work. Nobody in here slouches. Everybody comes here with the right intentions to get that work.
Yeah.
So what are other passions? Tell other people. I know what you like, but tell other passions outside of boxing.
Out of boxing, well, I'd say it'd be like baking, just some hobbies like baking, karaoke, messing around like that. It's mostly, but I'd say baking. I love to bake. It kind of keeps me relaxed and kind of just into the zone, like focus on something else.
What's your favorite thing to bake?
To bake, it'd probably be cookies. Just cookies. They're simple. I mean, something simple I could do like in 20 minutes, but it's just something that keeps me relaxed and something I know by heart.
You already know what to mix in there. You know, a whole lot of love. Yeah.
Yep.
This will be my last question, and with this we'll close it. What do you wish to accomplish in life? Screw the boxing. Like, I mean, don't screw boxing. I love boxing. I love boxing. But outside of boxing, outside of everything else, what would make you feel like an accomplished young woman? Or later on in life, an old woman, what would you be like, wow, I did this and I'm accomplished?
I just want people to look up to me, and it could be, I'm going to include boxing again because I actually, my main goal is to become world champion. I want to be world champion in whatever division I'm in and become the greatest, you know?
Right.
So, but I just want people to look up to me and say, like, little girls to be like, I want to be like her. I want to be like her because I knew I was doing that too when I was smaller. So it's like, I don't know, it just makes me very humbled and grateful that it's like people are actually seeing me.
Right. Well, as a family friend and all that, I am really happy that my daughters love to hang out with you, and I literally they look up to you because
I'm tall.
You're tall AF. But just in general, you know, you're a prime example of what a young lady should be. I can't wait for you to go to schools and talk to kids about like how your brother has about like, you know, so he does this thing where, I mean, obviously he's 6'6", 154 pounds, walking around. He does nothing. Kill himself to make weight. Let it be known.
Right there, yeah.
So he goes to school and talks about, well, it hasn't happened as of late because of this whole COVID situation, but he talks a lot about bullying, and he's really against bullying. Watching him grow up and being a part of you guys and everything. I've seen people and I've heard people say stupid stuff about like, oh, look at how, you know, tall. Why doesn't he just freaking play basketball? Why doesn't she just play, you know, do other stuff?
Yeah, and there's gonna always be people like that. I remember when I was smaller, they were telling Sebastian, they're telling me, you should go to school instead. What are you doing boxing for? The girls aren't gonna make it there. Like, you haven't seen me. Don't judge a book by its cover, you know? Just wait.
Well, I'm really excited for what's to come. beyond belief. It's ridiculous. I'm ready. I'm ready for what's to come. I'm looking forward to more interviews with you. And go ahead and close it out. Let them know.
I hope you guys tune in. May 15th, the Saturday, or not the Saturday, next Saturday. Just tune in. If it's not alive, LA, then go watch it on Showtime.
Alrighty. With that one, we'll close and let's go have dinner.
Yep.